Fraxiom, lighter than a planet. We're the sunset challenge, drowning ourselves into the shallow waters. Taking the light so slowly, we won't be helping till we're drowning, caught in. And the sun's gone. And now we're touching to the death clouds.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Hardcore Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WWA, and we are here live on NXT. It is Survivor Series week. It is just me tonight, y'all. I don't got nobody at the desk with me. But we are in for an action-packed NXT before Survivor Series. And an NXT brand not worried about any of the other brands, just worried about their own show tonight. And obviously we are starting off with the Hardcore Championship match. And coming out first is the challenger. There is Aleister Black. Aleister Black made his WWA debut in the NXT Championship #1 Contenders Tournament to find out who was going to face Roman Reigns. Unfortunately, Aleister Black came short in the finals to Pete Dunne, who's been on an absolute hot streak on NXT as of recently. So tonight, Aleister Black looks to try and bounce back with a Hardcore Championship win. And there's the Hardcore Champ. The Monster Abyss made his WWA debut, not shockingly, in a Hardcore Championship match. He's on his second defense right now. Earlier this week on Monday Night Raw, he defended his Hardcore Championship against New Jack to open off the show. Now tonight, he's here to try and grab his third defense. Remember, if Abyss reaches 3 defenses tonight, beating Aleister Black, he gets the choice to either cash in the Hardcore Championship for a mid-card title opportunity, or it could go on to get the full 5 defenses and go for a World Championship. And with the Hardcore title, man, we skip the formalities. We just get straight into the action. We all know how crazy Hardcore title action gets, and here we go. Remember, this is a hardcore match, falls count anywhere, no disqualifications. Abyss versus Aleister Black. And Abyss is a member of the SmackDown brand. Aleister Black, a member of NXT, obviously. I don't even know why I'm reminding you guys about the hardcore title rules. We're on episode freaking 97, I'm pretty sure now. Oh, big knee by Aleister. And already going for a pin on Abyss. Count of 2. That knee definitely did some big damage on Abyss. And a nice kick. Oh my. And that's the strong suit of Aleister Black. It's those vicious kicks. And oh. I think. Oh, and Abyss is gone for Janice. This is bad. But Aleister. Oh my god. Was that a springboard Pele kick he just hit? Nonetheless, roll up by Abyss here. Aleister rolls it into his own. Abyss rolling through. Back and forth rolls between the two competitors. And now we're back at a standstill. Oh, and Aleister better watch out. There's Janice right under him, thankfully. Who got the way only momentarily. Oh my god. And I just want to remind you guys, he's whacking him with a 2x4 that is decked out with nails. Oh my god. ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm telling you. The NWA superstars are absolutely built different because Aleister Black just got body slammed onto a decked out 2x4 with thumbtacks and nails, or just nails. And he got back up and did a comeback. And now Aleister Black taking a breather. Obviously, it's taken a toll on him a little bit in this match. Abyss leaving the ring after Aleister came back in, giving chase now. Oh, big knee by Aleister. And now a cover outside the ring for the Hardcore Championship. Count of 2 and Abyss kicks out. And you know, this is already looking scary for Abyss. And the referee just accidentally bumped into Aleister, made him drop Janice, and Aleister's not even going to go back for it. Gonna just get back on Abyss. Oshigoroshi! Taking a page out of Mr. Money in the Bank Adam Cole's book. And speaking of, can we talk about how we're like halfway through the year and both the Money in the Bank briefcases haven't been cashed in yet? Both the Money in the Bank holders are taking their time. And Aleister Black now sliding into the ring. Going back after Janice. Oh, Abyss rolls out of harm's way, but he gets met with a big pump kick by Aleister. Another desperation roll-up by Abyss to retain his title. Aleister kicks out. And now Abyss is looking to put Aleister Black away. Looking for a black hole slam outside the ring. And the referee just smacked on Janice to count that pinfall. I've come to the conclusion that everyone in the NWA is just convinced like they're superheroes or something, bro. Oh my God, Black Mass! And he landed on Janice. He's pinning him on Janice. Kick out at 2! Guys, I'm trying to stay calm, but when you're seeing people just casually destroy each other with a nailed 2x4, how else am I supposed to react? And now Abyss going for the steel steps, but not quite going to use it yet. Black, another knee. And Aleister Black throws the steel steps on Abyss. And now top rope, Aleister Black targeting Abyss on the outside. Aleister! Oh, a big meteor outside the ring. Looking to win the Hardcore title off of that. Kick out at 2. And notice how weak that kick out was. Abyss was basically lifting his shoulder there. Oh my God. Went for a double stomp. Abyss rolled out the way. Aleister Black ducked under the clothesline. But Abyss is still there to throw him away. Oh, and dropping his body weight on Black. What a match for the Hardcore Championship. And Abyss is now bringing the table inside the ring while Aleister's down and out. And it looks like he's just setting up shop. Oh my God! Another pump kick by Aleister. Is Abyss knocked out? No! Abyss back on his feet, but there's Aleister with the knee again. Aleister Black is trying to knock Abyss out for the Hardcore title, and it worked that time. What a match to open the show. Aleister Black and Abyss absolutely terrorizing each other. That springboard Pele kick looked devastating, by the way. And again, I just want to point out, both Aleister Black and Abyss were just no-selling Janice the entire match. I cannot believe how many times I saw these two men slam the other on a wooden nailed 2x4 and just get back up like nothing happened. But nonetheless, Aleister Black comes out victorious and is the new Hardcore Champion. Well, what a Hardcore Championship match we just had to open the show. We now move on to tag team action tonight on NXT. And we're actually going to get a rematch of a match that happened last week on NXT, but the stakes are higher.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 472 pounds, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, the family.
Last week on the return to NXT, it was the D'Angelo family versus Fraxiom in tag team action. And the D'Angelo family absolutely dominated Fraxiom. But unfortunately for Fraxiom, they even lost by countout thanks to these two guys. And what's happened tonight, after we've obviously found out that Fraxiom is not fine, is the managers of NXT have decided that Fraxiom's tag team is on the line. We are truly going to find out if Fraxiom is fine or not tonight. If Fraxiom lose this match, they are forced to disband their team and go back to being single superstars. Very unfortunate news to hear, but we have to hope.
At a combined weight of 336 pounds, Fraxiom and Nathan Frazier. Fraxiom!
If there's any Fraxiom fans in the crowd in the WWE Universe tonight, you need to pray right now if you want to see these two to continue being a team. Because if they can't pull off the victory tonight, this might be the last entrance that we see of Fraxiom in the WWE. Tony D'Angelo and Nathan Frazier are going to start the match for their respective teams. And here we go. Will this be the last time that we see Fraxiom in tag team action? Only time can tell. So as we all know, Fraxiom has not been fine as of recently. When the WWA first started, Fraxiom seemed to be fine. They seemed to be one of the best tag teams in NXT, defeating the New Day in singles and tag team action. But right after the Battleground PLE, things just started going downhill for the team. And now tonight, this needs to be their breaking point or their making point. And here we go. Here comes that high-octane, fast-paced tag team offense from Fraxiom as Axiom's in the match now. And Fraxiom have to make sure that they stay in control of the D'Angelo family this week, because as we all remember, it was very easy for the D'Angelo family to just dominate and keep Fraxiom grounded. And Stacks now gets Tony D'Angelo tagged in on Axiom. And a double back body drop. Oh, and a big knee by Tony D. And now he's going to head top rope on Axiom. Waiting for him to get up, though. And a double axe handle, but it got reversed. Axiom punched him in the gut in the air. And he's going to try and double team with Frazier, but Tony got out the way. Roll up now on Axiom. Kick out. Oh, and a big spear out the roll up. And that forces Axiom the hot tag. And Tony was going to go tag in Stacks, heard the hot tag, and decided not to. And Nathan Frazier going to gain some momentum. Oh, elbow enziguri combo on Tony. It's like he faked him out momentarily, now throwing him into the Fraxiom corner. And now he's going to tag in Axiom, looking for more double team action. Double rolls here. Oh, nice assist there by Axiom. And Fraxiom is currently doing a good job of keeping the D'Angelos in order. Cover on Tony D to stay as a team. Kick out at 1.5. More pressure obviously needs to be applied. Tony gets out the way there. Oh! And we all know what happened to Axiom last week when it came to those Tony D belly to bellies! What a move there! And now Axiom going to the middle rope, but Tony rolling out of harm's way. Axiom back on his feet. Tony D'Angelo puts him back down. Now the cover to end Fraxiom as we know it. Count on 1.5. And now Tony D'Angelo is going to go and tag Stacks into this match. Axiom getting back on his feet, but Stacks puts him right back down. Look at the sense of urgency there. Stacks knows what's on the line. The D'Angelo family both know if they defeat Fraxiom, that's one less tag team that they have to worry about towards getting to the championship goal. And now Fraxiom looking for more double team offense. Axiom launches Fraser into Stacks. But Stacks rolling out of harm's way, but he eats a super kick. And now Nathan Fraser throwing Stacks back into the Fraxiom corner. But Stacks able to stop that double team action from happening again. But Fraser throws him right back in. Tag back into Axiom. And it looks like they're going to go for that assisted drop kick into the corner again. And now Axiom going middle rope, going to try it on Stacks, and he gets the double axe handle this time. Now the cover to secure Fraxiom as a team, but Tony's there to break the pin. I don't know if that was very smart by Tony D'Angelo, but we're going to find out eventually as Axiom throws Stacks in the corner. Tag into Fraser. Assisted punch to the gut. And another, oh, more double team action. A double suplex to Stacks. Look at Fraxiom moving as a unit. Nathan Fraser, he's just watching Stacks get the hot tag. Tony D'Angelo's now back in this match. Fraser back in the ring. And Fraser immediately escapes the grasp of Tony D'Angelo. Throwing him into the Fraxiom corner, doesn't get the tag to Axiom. And now Tony D throws him in a neutral corner. It looks like he's going to try and inflict some damage. And he's taunting Fraser before the big uppercut in the corner. Now throwing him into this D'Angelo corner. Went for a tag. Fraser able to block it. Now a roll up on Tony D'Angelo to secure Fraxiom as a team. Kick out at 1. Both men back on their feet. Nathan Fraser staying in control, throwing him into the Fraxiom corner. Tag into Axiom. We all know what we're about to see here. Assisted drop kick in the corner. And Fraxiom is using way more tag team moves than they did in the last match. Standing moonsault by Axiom. Tag back into Fraser. Look at how many tags Fraxiom's doing now. They seem to be fine right now, but can they keep it going? I don't know. Tony D'Angelo now with that twisting fisherman suplex. Cover on Nathan to end Fraxiom. Fraxiom breaks the pin. And Nathan now springing back onto his feet with a kip up. Tried to pick up Tony, but he just couldn't. And now a belly to belly. Fraser escapes the ring, but Tony chased him. Got met with a drop kick after. Now we're starting to see the pace pick up. We're starting to see urgency settle in for Fraxiom. And look at that. Nathan's telling Axiom, give me that man. And now Nathan gonna tag Axiom in. Looks like he didn't want him too much. And now Axiom is setting up What's he looking for here? Dropping Tony D'Angelo with a big spine buster. And the pin gets broken by Stacks. And Axiom was about to chop him. Stacks able to escape. Now it's just Axiom and Tony D. Oh! Look at Axiom using the ropes to escape D'Angelo. Tony hot tag to Stacks. And Axiom striking the hell. Golden ratio! Golden ratio to Stacks to keep Fraxiom. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.5. Axiom is fired up. The crowd also fired up. This could be Fraxiom's moment. It's starting to settle in now for Axiom that Fraxiom could definitely be fine in just a moment. Tag into Nathan Frazer now on Stacks. Double shoulder tackle to Stacks. And Nathan Frazer now sees the opportunity, but he needs to make sure that they keep it. Takes out Tony D'Angelo. Standing moonsault outside the ring. Nathan Frazer is trying to secure the team. Throwing Tony. But Tony fought back. Nathan Frazer trying to stop the offense, going onto the ropes. Back in the ring. Stacks returns to favor. And a springboard super forearm to Frazer. And Stacks is setting up. Bam! Nathan Frazer might be knocked out after that kick. Kick out! Nathan Frazer saw the opportunity. He took Tony D out, but he was too focused, and it might have just cost him. Tag into Tony, and down goes Frazer. Bada bing, bada boom. Axiom breaks it, saving Fraxiom in the room. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking shaky for the Fraxiom team right now. Nathan Frazer's trying to stay in this match. Ooh! And Nathan Frazer, obviously seeing that he's too winded, tags in Axiom to try and secure their tag team. Axiom went for a running elbow. Tony rolls out of harm's way, but Axiom still able to get Tony. Threw him into the ref. Going for that springboard drop kick there. Tony back on his feet with a Superman punch. And a mat return slam onto Axiom. Just playing around with him and smacking him in the back of the head. Tag into Stacks. Axiom's back on his feet. And a big knee to Stacks. Nathan Frazer's now tagged in. Nathan sees the opportunity. And a springboard moonsault doesn't work. Stacks moved out the way. Both men bump into each other. Tries the Irish whip. Frazer reverses. Drop down. Nathan gets him. Tag into Axiom now. What a tag team contest that we've seen so far. You can tell that Fraxiom is trying their hardest to stay as a team. And Axiom now waiting for Stacks to get up. Oh! Stacks throws him off, but Axiom's still on his feet. Stacks now trying to drag him into the corner, and he gets him. Dropping Axiom down, and now Stacks in control. Leg drop on an Axiom using the ropes. Looking bad for Axiom now as Stacks is now throwing him to the D'Angelo corner. Tag into Tony D. Oh, and a double axe handle on the arm of Axiom there. And now Tony belly to Axiom. And he suffered many of those last week. Tony! Full body splash off the middle rope. Now looking to end the team, but Frazer breaks the pin. Nathan able to get out of harm's way before Tony can grab him. Now Tony tagging Stacks back into the match. Looking to end Axiom as we know it. throwing him into the D'Angelo corner, but Axiom's fighting back, trying to stay as a team with his boy Nathan. Axiom elbow, Stacks off, went for the drop kick. Stacks moved out the way. Springboard, forearm connects again. And a big punch on the ground. And now Stacks is going top rope. What's he looking for here on Axiom? Can this possibly be it? No! Went for a crossbody off the top rope. Axiom able to reverse it. Stacks now reversing as well. Irish whip back into the D'Angelo corner now. Oh, he's not going to go for the tag. He's gaining momentum for a clothesline. Is that it for Axiom? Is he out of energy? Kick out. And you see Stacks is just trying to end Axiom now. Throwing him in the D'Angelo corner. Tag into Tony again. Axiom is in trouble. Bada bing! That is it for Fraxiom, ladies and gentlemen. 2. No! Axiom kicked out at 2.5. Fraxiom is still fine momentarily. Oh, and a cheap shot by Stacks puts Axiom down. And Tony tags Stacks in. Axiom is just trying to survive at this point. And Stacks is now setting up for the end. Kiss! Oh no! Axiom moved out the way! Punch to the gut! Clothesline to Stacks! And now Axiom! And a desperation submission on Stacks! Can he make him tap? And Stacks able to fight out of the submission hold. Axiom a little too slow to get up, still able to reverse! And a jumping drop kick to the head of Stacks! This is Axiom's moment! This is his opportunity! Trying to Irish whip Stacks into the Fraxiom corner, but Stacks reversed. Axiom also reversing. Superman punch! Axiom is using every last bit of adrenaline in his body right now to fight back against Stacks. Oh my god. Oh my god! Axiom has Stacks on the top rope! Can we see it? Can we see it? Top rope Spanish fly! Axiom cover on Stacks, but Tony breaks the pin immediately. And Tony avoids the contact. Axiom is keeping his eye on the ball. Nathan Frazer is finally tagged into this match. This is Fraxiom's biggest opportunity right now. Nathan, middle rope. Drop kick to Stacks. Nathan Frazer starting to feel it. Fraxiom could be fine. Cover on Stacks. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Fraxiom fans, your prayers are heard. Your prayers have been answered. And it is official. Fraxiom is fine. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how Fraxiom, throughout all the trials and tribulations throughout this match, it seemed in so many moments that the D'Angelo family had their number. I honestly thought after this move right here that it was over. I thought that Frazer was knocked out. He kicked out. Axiom was able to somehow use the last bit of his will to kick out at 2.5. And Nathan Frazer got tagged in and hit the drop kick that saved the team.
Axiom and Nathan Frazer. Fraxiom!
I am so happy to see this sight, and I'm so happy to say that Fraxiom is fine. Well, Fraxiom is fine, so NXT can continue on happily. Man, it just puts a smile on my face knowing that Fraxiom's officially fine, man.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 183 pounds, Wesley!
We now continue action on NXT. We're about to get a big fatal four-way match. Coming out first, Wesley. Now, I haven't been informed that this match is for anything, so as it stands, we're just about to see four of some underrated superstars just go crazy in the ring. Last time that we saw Wesley was at NXT Battleground. Yes, you heard me correctly. The last time that we saw this man Wesley was at NXT Battleground when he faced Logan Paul for the North American Championship. That was legitimately the last time that he was ever on your TV screens. So y'all better preserve this moment and don't take it for granted, because I don't know when we're gonna see him again. And speaking of North American Championship, here comes the former champ.
Representing New Catch Republic from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds,
Tyler Bate, former NXT North American Champion. He had a decent reign with it. Unfortunately, at Halloween Havoc, the hard-working and very deserving Swerve Strickland came in and took that championship off of his waist. And this is Tyler Bate's first match since losing the North American Championship. His partner Pete Dunne's been doing amazing, great things. Hopefully Tyler Bate can get back on the top of the mountain, but he needs to prove himself now tonight. And don't forget that this man Tyler Bate won the title at Heatwave by beating Jeff Hardy, so don't count him out. It's time to get some metaphor action. Here's that boy Oro.
And representing Metaphor from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 198 pounds, Mensah!
Unfortunately for Oro Mensah, he's been cursed to be in multi-man matches in his career so far. His debut match was in the Hardcore Championship ladder match. After that, he was in an NXT North American Championship #1 contender Battle Royal, and he did do some crazy things in that Battle Royal, but now tonight he's in Fatal 4-Way action, and, you know, we're getting less and less down there. You know, like the number of people that he has to go up against is going down, you know. Battle Royal was like 8 men, ladder match was 6, now we're at 4. Eventually we're gonna get to that singles match, maybe a tag team match with his Metaphor teammate Noam Dar. And here comes somebody else that was in that North American Battle Royal. Eddy Thorpe made his WWE debut in that NXT North American Championship #1 contender Battle Royal. Now tonight he's facing Oro Mensah again, this time in a Fatal 4-Way. Interesting matchup that we're going to see. Let's get straight into this and see who's going to wow us the most. And here we go. Oh, look at Wesley. He missed that super kick, but outmaneuvered Oro before he could take advantage. And now Wesley and Eddy Thorpe double teaming Oro Mensah. And you know, in Fatal 4-Way matches, there's always going to be unlikely alliances. Oh my, what a kick by Wesley. There's going to be unlikely alliances in Fatal 4-Ways, you know. But all 4 of these men all know that at the end of the day, only one of them is going to get their hand raised. And Eddy Thorpe now lining up against Oro Mensah. What's he looking for? Oh! Springboard kick, drops Oro, cover on him now. Pin broken up by Wesley. And now Eddy Thorpe in control of Wesley. Tyler Bate now going to go after Metaforce. Oro Mensah. Oh, nice suplex there. Back on his feet. And Eddy Thorpe and Wesley now fighting outside the ring as Oro and Tyler Bate stay in the ring. Oro went for a springboard drop kick, wasn't able to get it. And him and Tyler Bate seem to be having an even matchup in the ring as Wesley, oh, he got Eddy Thorpe, and now Oro Mensah cover on Bate. Pin broken up by Thorpe. And a win could mean big for any four of these men. You know, all four of them barely get any TV time. Especially Tyler Bate since losing his title. And look at Eddy Thorpe! Nice reverse cross body there to Wesley. Covered by Bate on Oro again. This time Oro kicks out before it can even be a 1 count. Oh! Oro Mensah taking a page out of Cody Rhodes' book. Big drop kick to Tyler Bate. And there's Wesley to kill his momentum. Oh my God! And it looked like Wesley just took a page out of Oro's book. Cover on Mensah. Kick out at 1. Tyler Bate's been taken out the equation by Eddy Thorpe. And now Thorpe going after Wesley again. Slamming him in the corner and tossing him away. Oh, but Tyler Bate's back. Oh! Mensah drops Thorpe with a big super kick. And now going on Tyler Bate. Oh! Grab the ropes with that Hurricanrana. And just expect high-paced very fast-paced action in this match. Nice uppercut by Wesley. Cover on Mensah after it. Pin broken by Thorpe. Tyler Bate has now grabbed the first weapon, a baseball bat, into the match. Wesley able to duck the bat, though. Well, looking for a suplex. Eddy Thorpe lands on his feet. And, oh. And now Oro Mensah's grabbed a chair. And Eddy Thorpe just raining forearms, oh my God, beating the hell out of Wesley. And he avoids the chair from Oro Mensah. Oh, but there's Tyler Bate. Oh, but Oro able to drop Thorpe on his feet. Oh my! Springboard moonsault by Oro. And now Oro Mensah with a ripcord Kopu kick. Kopu kick, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Tyler Bate breaks the pin. And now Tyler Bate, what a big powerbomb position suplex there. And now Tyler Bate, another suplex. But there's Wesley with the bat. Tyler Bate not going to let him use it. And Tyler Bate's the most seasoned superstar in this match. Oh my God! And Oro Mensah is a very seasoned foreign object user. Just threw a bat at Tyler Bate. And now Wesley, roll up on Mensah. Can he pick up the win? Mensah kicks out at 1. Tyler Bate now with a big German. Locking Wesley for a pin. Kicked out before 1. Nice strike there. Nice Hurricanrana. And Tyler Bate is in complete control. Gonna go out the ring. And Wesley's now back on his feet. Went for a standing moonsault. Oro got the knees up. And now Tyler Bate with a kendo stick. Got met with Oro's forearm though. And Wesley rolls out of the ring. Rolling out of harm's way. Still on his feet though. Just dazed. And now Tyler Bate tried to use a chair. Oro not going to allow it. Springboard moonsault drops the former champ. Wesley now back with a kendo stick, but Oro refuses to let him use it. Now in the corners, Mensah. Oh! What a kick to Wesley. Cover now for the win. And he got it! Tyler Bate was too focused on Eddy Thorpe, and Mensah just took advantage after that big kick to Wesley. Knocked him clean out. Can we get a replay on that? And here, look at this kick. Look at Mensah. Bang! A kick straight to the head. And look, Tyler Bate was too focused on Eddy Thorpe back there on breaking his arm that he didn't know that Mensah just knocked Wesley out for the win. And Mensah now picks up this big fatal 4-way win on NXT tonight, making Metaphor proud. And it looks like the Metaphor is not gonna stop taking over NXT.
Representing Metaphor from Atlanta, Georgia, Lash.
So as you heard from our ring announcer Mike Rome, Lash Legend is going to be in singles action. Jakara Jackson going to be supporting her teammate ringside, and this is a big match for Lash Legend. We just saw Mensah pick up that big fatal 4-way win, and now Lash Legend is in the biggest match of her career in NXT right now. #1 contenders opportunity on the line, but this is not just for the Women's North American Championship. No, this is for the Women's NXT Championship #1 contendership right here. Very huge match for Lash Legend, and with Jakara Jackson support ringside, she could possibly walk out #1 contender, but that's if she can get past this. Jordynne.
From Austin, Texas,
Jordynne Grace may be small, but those muscles are huge. And the even bigger factor about this is Jordynne Grace is going to be at Survivor Series this weekend. She's competing for Team NXT alongside her teammate Kairi Sane. And they're going to try and bring Team NXT to victory in that elimination tag team match. But right now, she has the opportunity to become #1 contender for Io Sky's NXT Women's Championship. And she especially has to bounce back because on Monday, earlier this week, she faced Raw's Naomi in singles action to try and gain some momentum heading into Survivor Series weekend. Unfortunately, she did not proceed with caution. And the NXT crowd was just chanting Jordynne's name, so you know who they're behind for this match. And here we go, Lash Legend! Dropping Jordynne Grace, and you can see she heard who the crowd's behind, and she's about to shut all that up real quick. And just a reminder, Jordynne Grace is a former member of the SmackDown brand. She got traded midway through the year. She competed for the WWE Women's Championship one time in her career. She faced Lita for it at the Money in the Bank PLE. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to win it. Then she got traded to NXT. Wasn't seen for a while. And that trade came out of nowhere, too. Where's Jordynne Grace sitting up for here? Jordynne Grace! Oh! Dropping a big forearm on Lash Legend, and now Jordynne Grace is top rope. Waiting for Lash to get up, and a big shoulder tackle off the top rope. And Jakara Jackson just slid a kendo stick in the ring, presumably for Lash to try and use. And we're going to see a lot of Jordynne Grace's strength be shown in this match tonight. Oh my goodness! And for somebody that small, she sure packs a punch. And look at this! Just like I was saying, the strength of Jordynne Grace. Look at the size difference. Anybody seeing this is probably like, anybody watching this for the first time is probably like, what the hell is going on right now? Now the cover by Jordynne on Lash, kick out at 1. And it's not looking good for Lash right now. Jordynne Grace now with a gut-wrench suplex off the ground. And just look, Jordynne Grace has been lifting Lash Legend like nothing, effortlessly. And there we just saw the flippin' final flash combo. And oh my goodness. Oh, bang! Just completely overpowering Lash tonight. Fisherman Brainbuster. And now Lash Legend out of desperation. Rolling up Jordynne Grace, doesn't even get a 1 count. And now Lash has finally turned this match around into her favor. And now is going to show her strength off now. Powerbomb straight off the ground to Jordynne. And now picking her up again. Into a power slam. And Jordynne Grace gets right back on her feet and slapped the hell out of Lash. And Lash did not take that kindly at all. And now Lash Legend going top rope. Gonna give Jordynne a taste of her own medicine, it looks like. Oh! She tried to do the shoulder tackle that Jordynne did to her earlier, but Jordynne caught her with a power slam. And this is what's getting the Lash Legend her ego right now. And now Jakara Jackson is going to step into this and distract Jordynne Grace. And honestly, Lash Legend needs this distraction because Jordynne Grace was completely woman-handling her for this whole match. But unfortunately, Lash Legend has been taking too much of a beating. She wasn't able to capitalize on it at all. And now Jordynne Grace, big spine buster, cover on Lash Legend now. Kick out at 1. This is insane. And now Jordynne, another powerbomb flip into the knee. Lash Legend is in trouble. And now Jordynne went for the clothesline, but Lash was able to stop it. Now talking her trash to Jordynne Grace as she's outside the ring. And Jordynne now rolls back in the ring. Lash Legend going to take advantage. Russian leg sweep with some mounted punches right after. And Lash Legend's now decided maybe she's not going to try and have a measuring contest with Jordynne Grace. Now going to try and wear her down. Now Lash Legend has Jordynne Grace up, dragging her into the corner. Now going to gain some momentum. Big splash in the corner. And she's not done picking Grace up. Slamming her in the middle of the ring. And that has fired Lash Legend right up. And now Lash looking to put Jordynne Grace down. Picking her up. Looking for the Lash extension on Jordynne Grace. And Lash is not going to pin Jordynne just yet. And now, looking for a roll-up, but Jakara Jackson exposed the turnbuckle, and the referee had to fix it, and that may have just cost Lash. The referee wasn't able to count the roll-up, and now Jordynne with a roll-up of her own on Lash. Kick out at 1. Both women back on their feet. Jordynne Grace with a reverse back elbow, knocking Lash down. And now Jordynne Grace with a Michinoku driver. Lash Legend's in trouble. Jordynne Grace looking to end this match and become #1 contender. And a dropping Lash. That spinning driver there. And kick out by Lash. Oh, and a rolling Death Valley driver there by Jordynne Grace. Now the cover on Lash Legend. Will that make her #1 contender? And it does. Lash Legend fought her hardest in this match, but unfortunately, she was not able to overcome the absolute sheer power and dominance of Jordynne Grace. And here is where the match could have and should have probably been over, but thanks to Jakara Jackson's tactics, it screwed over her partner Lash. She rolled up Jordynne after hitting the Lash extension. Obviously, we know the referee fixed the turnbuckle pad. Michinoku driver by Jordynne Grace, and this was where it was the beginning of the end for Lash Legend. Dropping her with that spinning powerbomb driver. She kicked out at 2, but then it was this rolling Death Valley driver that was the nail in the coffin for Lash Legend. 1, 2, 3, and Jordynne Grace is number 1 contender. I hate to say it, but Lash Legend kind of has no one to blame but her tag team partner. Miscommunication absolutely cost Lash Legend tonight. She probably could have beat Jordynne Grace had she got that roll-up off. We may never know. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now made it to the main event. And here comes the king of NXT. King Caleb is here.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 240 pounds, the King Caleb.
Last time that we saw King, he was in a Survivor Series qualifier match against the monster, the dog, Ron Breaker. And unfortunately, King Caleb was not able to qualify for Survivor Series, and the NXT team is now set in stone as Ron Breaker and Karrion Kross looking to try and bring Team NXT to victory this Sunday at Survivor Series. But tonight, King is trying to bring himself to victory in this NXT Championship #1 contenders match. The winner of this match will go on to face Roman Reigns next week at NXT Deadline for the NXT Championship. And what a huge match it would be if King Caleb could truly try and solidify himself as the king of NXT with the NXT Championship. But in order to get there, he has to get through a former NXT champion,
Weighing in at 225 pounds,
Jon Moxley was the first ever NXT champion in the WWE. Unfortunately, his own brother Roman Reigns took that NXT championship from him, and he's never gotten a rematch since. And tonight, we finally see if Jon Moxley can earn his rematch. Now, if you ask me, I don't know why Moxley has to earn a rematch. There should be a rematch clause. Every champion in the WWE, at least on the main roster, gets a rematch clause. But I guess Jon Moxley wasn't able to get it. Or maybe, you know, in NXT, maybe the mantra is, even if you were champion, you still got to earn your way back to the top. And we all know that there's people who just force their way back into contendership. We're saying, I want my rematch clause, blah, 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 blah. Either way, let's do this. King Caleb, Jon Moxley, one-on-one to try and become #1 contender. And Jon Moxley actually hasn't been seen since he lost the Hardcore Championship a while ago. Now finally back in action against King Caleb tonight. And we're seeing some technical wrestling from these men to start off the match. King currently has Moxley in a waistlock. Jon now transitioning to a headlock on King Caleb. And this is a tale where you have two powerhouses, but Jon Moxley is more technical than a powerhouse. I'd say King Caleb's the powerhouse of this. Jon Moxley can really be technical if you want to get technical, but he's really more of just an aggressive striker. He can bring the technical game to you, and we're seeing that before our eyes as he has that arm lock. King Caleb was able to fight out a bit, getting straight back into that collar and elbow tie-up. And now Moxley driving King into the corner again. Referee breaking it up. Shout out to Ref He Pass. Oh! Big kick by Moxley, but King Caleb immediately answering into a roll-up. No count before it gets kicked out. Oh! Wait. And King Caleb is already going into a slugfest with Jon Moxley. Look at this. He's asking for more, and he's fighting right back at him. Jon Moxley and King Caleb already going back and forth. But there's King Caleb dropping Jon Moxley and stomping the hell out of him. And now you see King Caleb is getting fired up against Jon Moxley already. The match has barely even started. What a punch from Caleb. And we are seeing before our eyes, this match is getting crazy right now. King Caleb getting right back on his feet, and Moxley kicks him down. And Jon Moxley's just making fun of King now. Big boot sends Caleb out the ring. And what a match so far in the main event of NXT between these two men. And King Caleb now returning to the ring at the count of 2. Jon Moxley getting right back into action. Oh! Got caught by Caleb though. And now King throwing Moxley off the ropes. Drop down. And a big slam there by Caleb. Cover on Moxley now, middle of the ring. Count of 2 and Moxley kicks out. And Jon Moxley now kicking back onto his feet. Getting back at Caleb, big knee there. Oh, he went for a reverse back elbow, but Caleb was able to stay out the way. And now Moxley big suplex to King. You know, King Caleb has not been able to find much success in the WWE, and now Jon Moxley dropping King Caleb, firing himself up right now. And now the cover on King, gonna see if he knocked him out. Kick out at 2. And now Jon Moxley, oh God, what's he looking for? Whoa! A stomp from Jon Moxley? Taking a page out of Seth Rollins' book, kick out by Caleb. And now Jon Moxley looking to put an early end to this match. Kick in the gut. Here we go. Paradigm shift. Cover on the King. Is this it? No. Kick out at 2. I'm still flabbergasted by Jon Moxley using Seth Rollins' stomp, and he just went for a springboard swanton and wasn't able to get it. You know, I don't remember ever seeing Jon Moxley do springboards like he is in this match tonight, but you know, when you're facing someone like King Caleb, anything can happen. I mean, he's pulling out anything that he can in this match. And the crowd's chanting for him to break his fingers. Whoa. And my fault, guys. I just realized I got told by the producers that Jon Moxley's finisher that he hit earlier with the Death Rider and not the Paradigm Shift. The Paradigm Shift is the one that we used to call the Dirty Deeds. And now King Caleb looking to try and make Jon Moxley tap. The sharpshooter is locked in on Jon Moxley. But there you see Jon Moxley able to escape the sharpshooter immediately, not staying in that any longer. And King Caleb just got thrown into the referee. Jon Moxley now. Oh! Just dropping his head on his knee there. And now Jon Moxley striking King Caleb. And oh my God. And look at the blood on King Caleb's face. Has gotten busted open. Moxley now top rope. Was looking for a chop off the top rope. King Caleb was able to move out the way. And now Caleb has Moxley in the middle of the ring. Well, not anymore. And unfortunately, was not able to take advantage there. And now Jon Moxley dropped down. Oh, knee to the gut and knocking King to the ground with a big kick right there. And Jon Moxley might have this where he wants it. and was looking for the paradigm shift. King Caleb was able to move out of harm's way, and now King has a huge opportunity in this match right now. Jon Moxley gets clotheslined out the ring. And now King Caleb, elbow drop outside the ring. My goodness. And now King Caleb, after bringing Moxley back in, the cover, kick out at 2. And now Jon Moxley throws King back on the ropes, and a big punch drops King down. And Jon Moxley now just taunting him. King weaves out the way of that, and now King Caleb has Moxley on his shoulders. And a big F10 to Jon Moxley. Now the cover for the win. Kick out at 2. My voice just cracked so bad. Oh my God, I wish we weren't live. Oh, that was so bad. But nonetheless, King Caleb now setting up, wiping the goosebumps off his arm with the Royal Elbow to Jon Moxley to become #1 contender. And he did it! Ladies and gentlemen, that was an amazing matchup between King Caleb and Jon Moxley. You can tell that both of these men so badly wanted to be at the top. Jon Moxley wanted to finally get his rematch for the NXT Championship, and King Caleb, scratching and clawing, finally got the opportunity to be at the top of the mountain, and he finally secured it. And now there's only one more week left for us to wait for King Caleb to possibly beat Roman Reigns and become NXT Champion.
Here is your winner, the King Caleb.
What a win for King, the biggest win of his career in NXT. And now next week, he will face Roman Reigns in the biggest match of his career to try and become NXT Champion. Thank you guys for tuning in to NXT this week. We will see you next week. Well, we'll see you this Sunday at Survivor Series.
I take a trip by myself and write my name in the sky. Hang from the stars.